Hello everybody, we're going to be doing some really nice seated exercises today. I'm going to give you a few alternative exercises for the ones that are more advanced, but we're going to start with a warm-up. But before we start the warm-up, I want to tell you about how you sit in the chair. Now, the main thing is that you don't loll back. You might also find that you're a bit uncomfortable when you start moving. You can't move your legs properly, you can't move your arms. So what I would suggest is get just an ordinary settee cushion, and you're going to put the pillow behind you and sit well back into it to start off with. And make sure that your shoulders are back and relaxed. And you can do this with your hands beside you. So really where your hips are, that's where you're going to put your hands to start. And you'll see this in the video, how I'm placing my hands. Okay, and your shoulders must be back as well. Your whole foot is on the floor and your knees are level. And that's how we're going to start off. Okay, so we're going to start off very simply by good breathing. And I want you to interlace your fingers like so and have them wrapped around your rib cage. So you should be in a lovely seated position and your back completely at the back of the chair. And you can feel instantly if you're doing this correctly. So I want you to breathe in, breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. So we're kicking off that breathing. Now keep your elbows up. Try not to be breathing and slumping down. Don't use anything but your chest. And you can feel as you breathe out, the fingers come closer together. As you breathe in, your chest opens out. The diaphragm lifts up. Diaphragm, as you breathe in, is down. As you breathe out, your diaphragm is up. And breathe in. And breathe out. Now, keep one hand on your rib cage. We're going to bring the arm up and we're going to breathe through one of your lungs. So we're going to breathe through the left side. Now you can have your arm easily at your comfort. So a little bit of a tip to the right, to the left. And I want you to then hold the same side, so that hand is here, goes straight up, and I want you to put 2 fingers on your left nostril. Right hand, left nostril. And I want you to breathe in. Breathe out nice and slowly. That's the way. And you're breathing in. Keeping your fingers on your nostril, on your left nostril. Breathe out. Now we are actually breathing into the right lung. We shut off the left lung. Inhale. Let's do one more. And let's change. Arm goes down. Have the left arm on your right rib cage. Beg your pardon. Right hand on your right. There we go. And then we're going to hold the right nostril. So you can go over a little bit more if you can, but keep your buttocks down into the chair. Breathe out. And it's quite nice to do this, not even just when you're looking at the video, but every so often in the day. Just sit in the chair and you can do it 2 or 3 times, these 2 sets of exercise breathing, these breathing exercises. What am I talking about there? Saying it back to front. And breathe out. Okay. Now, we're going to work our shoulders. So we're going to sit forward a little bit. Sit up and forward. You're going to bring your shoulders up and set back. So you go up towards your ears, both go backwards, squeezing your shoulder blades together. You breathe in as you go up with your shoulders and breathe out as you go back. So you're really opening up the shoulders. And we actually call this rotation of the shoulders. And it's a very, very important exercise to be able to do, and it helps you with your posture and knowing how to sit properly, how to stand properly. Because if we're here stuck inside for quite a few weeks, it's very easy that you get into bad postural habits. Breathe out. Now, not so easy. We're going to go forward. So back, up to the shoulders, up to the ears, circle round and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. So straight up to the ears, bring them forward and circle them back. So you're feeling the shoulder blades moving around. Excellent for your posture. So you're really getting to feel how your rib cage is moving by breath. And also you're upright, you're sitting upright and you're moving your shoulders forward and backwards, setting the shoulder blades. And we're going to hold. Now we're going to set this back. Now this is the position you're going to be in. Okay, now we're going to just simply go down into the legs. So you're going to bring your leg up and down. Stretch it out. And you're going to go as much as you can. If you can go up, that's fine. Keeping your trunk absolutely still. Try not to sort of lean side to side. We'll do that in a minute. But you're straight up and back. And we're going to do 2 more. And you go as much as you can. If you go to there, that's fine. Now, let's add the foot. Here we go. Up. You bring the toe towards your shin. We point, a bit of ballet here. And then you bring this down. The other leg goes up and stretch. You're going to feel the muscles stretching in your calves. Another really nice warm-up exercise. Towards your shin, point back, ballet, and down. Let's do 3 more. Up. Stretch, and you stretch as much as you can and do what you can, and up and forward, back and down. Let's do 1 more. Up, and this is an exercise now coming up that we're going to do, that I'm allowing you to actually go side to side. Keep your buttocks down into the seat and you go as much as you can sideways and up. Now if you want to actually lean back, you can lean back, but if you can go as far forward as you can, that's even better, but it's fine. And back, good. And trying to level out those shoulders as you come up. So if you can look at my hands, they're really set down beside my hips along the side of the chair. Here we go, down, keeping your hips very still. You're really, again, just using your rib cage. And come up and back. Now, we're going to bring the hands in a cross position. And you're going to lean forward without poking your head forward. So you're leaning forward, hinging at your hips. So, elbows are a little bit up. You're going to come forward, don't move your head forward. The head and the shoulders and the trunk are all one. Now this is actually a very nice little abdominal exercise. You're coming forward and we come back. We're going to do 6 of these. and we reach forward, and you're coming down as low as you can without rounding your back. Now, the reason I've got you to bring your hands in a cross position is purely so you don't start rounding your back. So, you're coming forward and back, and as you come forward, it's very easy to slump and to have your shoulders rounding. So this is a very nice exercise for your posture and for your back and for your abdominals. Very important. Again, sitting, we're going to be sitting too much, so this is going to be excellent. Okay, and let's do one more. I think I may have done too many there. There we go. Alright, now let's just come a little bit more forward. So you're going to come to the front of the chair, and I'm going to again have my hands beside me, but I'm a little bit forward if you can. It's good if parts of the day that you can actually just sit at the end of the chair and just try for a few minutes to lift yourself up and stay in that position, and that is building up your muscles in your core, which is very, very important. Just staying like this and looking at a bit of television, listening to the radio, excellent to do. Okay, let's finish our warm-up with our ankles. And I know a lot of people always work their ankles, but we're going to do it slightly different. You're going to roll the foot, the heel up, and you're going to put the pressure on the ball of the foot. You're going to lower it. You're going to lift the other one. So you're alternating the foot. And this is working through the foot. You're going up and slowly down. Lovely exercise. So as you are sitting on the edge, you're going to feel the movement so much more. You're going to roll up. And let's do one more on the right hand side. And we're going to do both together, little buddies. Here we go. Up. And we roll down. We're lifting up together. And try and do them at the same time. Always one leg is much stronger than the other. So you don't want to have one foot leading and the other one lagging behind. Work them exactly together. And this takes a little bit of practice. Let's do one more. And then we're going to do one of my favourite ones, which is called pedaling. So you're going to lift, so you're lifting your right heel up, and as you lower the right heel, you lift the left one before the right gets to the floor. And I call this is pedaling, but I also call it treading grapes. And you lift, lower the right, and then lift your left before the other heel gets to the floor. Now the other thing is, keep your body absolutely still. And when you've got that, start slow with all these exercises and get the idea of them. Then you can build up and go faster. And now we're going to add a little bit of pace. And when you add a little bit of pace, you're going to feel the leg muscles work far harder. Speed, but good technique, really works the whole leg. And we're up. And you're going to feel it going into your tummy as well. So this is a very good core exercise. And we switch, and we switch. I can be on this all day long. It's one of my favourite exercises. Great for flat feet as well. And we switch, and we switch, and we switch. Down we go. Now let's finish off by putting your hands on your hips. And you're going to roll under if you can. And push out. Now most of you are quite familiar with this. We do this normally laying down. Now, what you need to think about is the hip is going to tip forward, tip underneath, it rocks. So the hip is doing what my hands do. They scoop forward and release, push out back. If you find this difficult, do what you can, it will come. So as you can see, they scoop forward, scooping back. My hip comes forward, my hip goes back. This immediately tightens up your core muscles. And you tip. And even if you leave exercises for 1 or 2 weeks, you will feel a difference when you come back to doing the exercises, it's not so easy, and then it gets easier again. And that completes our little warm-up. Thank you.